Hello, 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 and welcome. Yes, welcome. My name is indeed Joshua Matt Rose. We're here for another stream, actually. I think this is gonna be a few streams today in general. Oh, hey, dude, Brittany, how you doing? How you doing? How's everything going? This is my second stream today. I'm actually gonna do two more later on. Just because I've got the whole day off, so I might as well. I'm gonna do Zelda Breath of the Wild later on, carrying on, and also the Tony Hawk's Pro Skater demo. But I hope you've been well. I hope you have been well. As it says on the oh, actually, wait, before I carry on, hopefully this, yeah, it is. It's actually boiling. I'm not gonna lie to you. That should work. There we go. Yeah, it's actually it's actually boiling. I've got my fan on. You can see my fan in my webcam actually. That's the only thing actually keeping me slightly cool. That's alright, that's all good, that's all good. But yeah, today is not cold. Especially like being in London and stuff, man. Like the heat is just completely different, I'm not gonna lie to you. Anyway, I think it is high time for the show. Let me just move that. It's high time for said show and whatnot. I have recently gone out and bought the Final Fantasy Magic the Gathering starter decks. It's getting progressively hot. Oh god. Oh man, I'm out tomorrow as well. I'd rather it not be hot, I'll be honest. Like, I don't mind it being like a nice temperature, but not like boiling. But yeah. Anyway, onto something that's also quite hot. We absolutely have the new Final Fantasy collaboration with Magic the Gathering. I actually can't wait for this actually. I've been researching a little bit. I might actually make a commander deck out of this as well. Obviously you have to have extra cards, but I've got the whole box of cards that you can probably see in the background as well. I decided to go for just the starter kit just because I need to slightly slow down on the unboxing stuff just because of the price of everything. Like I went to get the pre-release stuff, but that's a good like 60 quid. The commander decks are like £100 or something like that, or £120. I might get one at some point, but I'll have to wait for that. But till then, I think it's high time to crack this open. So you get two decks in there, two 60 card decks. These are not the commander decks. These are for, I think it's vintage play or regular play, something like that. You got the Magic Play Guide, codes to unlock in Magic the Gathering Arena, which I actually need to set up actually, so I will be using those codes. And you get two deck boxes as well, which is actually quite cool. I think every deck or like commander deck or whatever you get from Magic the Gathering, they actually come with deck boxes. So yeah, that's actually really cool. I think a lot of more companies should do that. That aside, let's crack this open. I feel like the bottom is probably the better place to open it from. Dune Spring, of course, also did an unboxing of the press release kit. Is it press release or pre-release kit that you got? There we are. I'll leave that there. This stream probably isn't going to be too long, but I will be streaming later on, as I said anyway, so it's all good. I'll put that there in the background. There we are. There's our two decks, but before we get to that, here's our deck boxes. You got Sephiroth at the front of that. I can't, like I said, I'm rubbish with names, as you've seen, as many people have seen with my other. I can't say it everywhere. As everyone knows, with me saying, like all the One Piece characters and all that, I am not that great at saying a lot of these names. I'm not gonna lie to you. We got Sephiroth and you got Cloud. So let's make that box as well. Obviously, the main two characters. I mean, my Final Fantasy lore is actually not as good as it should be. But they're the two popular characters. Let's say that much. I've actually played as both of them in Smash Bros as well. So yeah, that's pretty cool. And then you've got your starter guide. So that'll tell you everything that you need. Obviously, you can find these online anyway, actually. And there's actually a lot of good YouTube videos that will help you out with learning to play properly and stuff like that. So the does it say what type of thing it is? what type of game mode this is. I think they call it legacy game mode. I think. Please don't quote me on that too much, but I think they call it legacy. This is basically a lighter version of Commander, essentially. Just to show everyone what that looks like. But yes, so there you go. There's your play guides. Let me put that under there. Put it under, yeah. Put that there. Cool. Now, on to the main event. We've got two decks here. Like I said, they're both 60 card decks. They're both legendary creatures, so you can use both of them as commanders, but you can't use these decks as commander decks, even if you combine them, because they've got a lot of repeated decks. So the whole thing is that you can't for commander decks you can't have repeated cards. They have to all be unique. Oh, they put these two separately. Cool. They have to all be unique in a commander deck besides the basic lands. So that's why you can't have these as your commander decks, essentially. But in Commander, you can use any decks, any cards from any point in time in Magic the Gathering history, including from the first one. So that 5.5 hour stream that I did a month or so ago, I could use those cards in a Commander deck. And I could use it with this as well. So let's start with the enemy. Let's start with Sephiroth. Oh, cool. That is the Magic Arena code that comes with. It's same cards in each slot. I'm not too sure. It might be, to be fair. Let me see. It doesn't look like it so far. Those two are at least different. So it doesn't look like it so far. But I'll crack both of them open and we'll see what happens. So yeah, let's start with Sephiroth. I'm gonna make sure that I don't put the code on the screen. Cool. So you do get these Magic the Gathering arena codes. That's so you could have the deck inside of your actual arena game, so you have the virtual version of these decks. Put that on the side. I will be using those. But yeah, let's actually see if they have both the same cards. Let me get my cheeky knife out. Right. I will show that properly. Oh, actually not. Like same cards, a chance of different art. It could be. Do you know what? It honestly could be, and I wouldn't be surprised if that's what they did. But it is a good chance that they might have just based it on. Let me see. Is that the same? Yeah, because like at least the top cards of these two are completely different. Both legendary creatures. One's a human noble cleric. One's a human warlock. So those two are definitely different. But let's definitely check, because it might be the case that they have the same cards with different artwork. Absolutely. You have a quick you have a QR code. Yeah, just my trusty Stanley knife. I use that on a lot of jobs actually. So it's makes my life a lot easier as an engineer. Yeah, you go. Learn to play Magic. That's your community card over there. I'll put that to the side. Right. So first things first, let's look at Sephiroth. There you go. Legendary creature, human avatar, soldier. Got a Mountain Dew code red. Got my red Stanley knife. It's all coming out today. Cool. Vigilance attacking doesn't cause this creature to tap. Oh, that's quite cool actually. That's really cool. That's quite OP. When Sephiroth enters, when Sephiroth enters, creatures your opponents control get a -2/-2 counter until the end of the turn. Whenever a creature an opponent controls dies, put a +1/+1 counter on Sephiroth. That's ridiculous. that makes me sound so ominous. Like I'm just getting knives out at work. Yeah. Like when things start going out of line, innit? I'm joking. Right, here we are. You know what? I will read out each one. It will improve my reading skills, I guess, if I want to put it that way. I'm gonna put these to one side as well. Right then, so you've got Ultimecia, Temporal Threat, another legendary creature, human warlock. When Ultimecia enters, tap all creatures that your opponent control. Whenever a creature you control deals combat damage to a player, draw a card. That is already quite OP actually. I hope that's quite clear on the screen, by the way. I'm gonna keep them in the order that they came in. I will be sleeving all these up in general. Seymour Flux or Seymour Flux. At the beginning of your upkeep, you may pay 1 life. If you do, draw a card and put a +1/+1 counter on Seymour Flux. Deadly Embrace, sorcery. Destroy target creature. Yeah, destroy target creature an opponent controls. Then draw a card for each creature that died in this turn or died this turn. Another legendary creature. Zande Dark Mage. Yeah, Zande Dark Mage. Cool. Menace. This creature cannot be blocked except by 2 or more creatures. Oh wow, that's pretty cool. Zande gets +1/+1 counter for each non-creature, non-clad card in your graveyard. Then you have Magitech Scythe. A test of your reflexes. When this equipment enters, you may attach it to the target creature you control. If you do, that creature gains first strike until end of turn and must be blocked this turn if able. Equipped creature gets +1/+2. +2/+1 and equip 2. I think it's 2 counters. I think so. Anyway, Sahajin. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, if at least 4 mana was spent to cast it, please put a +1/+1 counter on this creature, and it can be blocked, and it can't be blocked this turn. That's pretty cool as well. Ooh. Is that Ilmej Pixie? Is that IL? I think it is. Ilmej Pixie, flying. Whenever this creature attacks, surveil 1. Look at the top of your library. You may put it into your graveyard. That's pretty cool. So if you've got a graveyard searcher sort of card, that'd be pretty cool because then you could actually set up something later on, basically. Alright. Just drinking a bit of Mountain Dew Code Red still. Oh, got a couple of these. So I think for this sort of game mode, you are allowed to have repeats. I don't know what the limit is for repeats, but I do know you're allowed to have it, and that's why you can't use these as commander decks essentially, because then you won't have enough unique cards. You need 100 unique cards. Well, 99 unique cards plus your 1 commander. So yeah. Retrieve the Esper. Create a 3/3 blue robot warrior artifact creature token. Then if this spell was cast from the graveyard, put 2 +1/+1 counters on that token. Flashback 5 plus is that water? What's that called again? Is it Waterlands? I can't remember what it is. You may cast this card from your graveyard for this flashback cost, then exile it. Cool. Nothing on the back of that. A couple more of those. Dreams of Laguna. Why does that look like it's from... That almost looks like Warhammer 40k. This is an instant. Surveil 1, then draw a card. Surveil 1, look at the top card of your library. You may put it into your graveyard. Flashback. You may cast this card from your deck. Yeah, from your graveyard for its flashback cost, then exile it. Got a couple of those as well. Realms Sketching, sorcery. Create a token that's a copy of the target artifact, creature, or land. This is, I think that's just like a little excerpt sort of thing if you want a bit of lore. Undercity Dire Rat. Creature rat. Rat tail. When this creature dies, create a treasure token. It's an artifact with... Is that go again? I think that symbol is. Is that go again? Sacrifice this token and add 1 mana of any color. Do I have... No, cool. Some of these tokens, I keep looking at the back of these because some of these tokens actually are double-sided, some of them. Cool. Before we carry on, I'm just going to put this in a nice, neater pile. There's no real reason for me to keep these in order. I just kind of wanted to. Cool. Right. Cool. Shinra reinforcements. When this creature enters, mill 3 cards and you gain 3 life. To mill 3 cards, put the top 3 cards of your library into your graveyard. There you go. Got, is it 4 of those? 3 of those. Sephiroth's intervention. Instant. Destroy a target creature, you gain 2 life. That's pretty cool. That's definitely like a Hail Mary-ish. Well, maybe not actually. Maybe not Hail Mary. But still, that could at least keep you in the game for sure. Got 3 of those. Shambling CF? I think that's how you say that. Creature mutant horror. This creature enters tapped. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, you pay 1. I think that's swamp. I can't remember actually. If you do, return this card to your grave from your graveyard to your hand. You got a couple of those as well. My phone is overheating, so I'm gonna dip in. Yeah, that's all good. That's all good. No worries. I mean, in this weather, I can imagine it's overheating and stuff like that when you're watching stuff for sure. So, but yeah. Please come back later. I mean, I'll probably be on for another like half an hour or so with this, and then later on I'll be on doing Tony Hawk's and then Zelda anyway. So, or Zelda and Tony Hawk's, whichever one. But thank you for tuning in the first place in general. Thank you again. Afternoon, man. Your stream has such energy. Loved it. I'll work. Oh, fair enough. When do you usually go live? Whenever I can, really. Whenever I can. As Peach Balls. Yeah, fair enough. I'll try to add you later on. I don't really add many people on Discord in general at this point in time, but yeah. Albed Salvages. Oh, and again, thank you once again, Dude Prini, for tuning in. Hopefully I'll still be on when you can come back later on. But if not, like I said, I'll be on later on in the evening anyway, if you're free then. Yeah, creature, human, artificial warrior. Whenever this creature or another creature or another creature or artifact you control dies, target opponent loses 1 life and you gain 1 life. Okay, that's pretty cool. You've got what, 3 of those? Yeah. Overkill instant. Target creature gets -0 -9,999 until the end of the turn. Bloody hell. So that's -0 attack and then oh my god, that's insane. Got 2 of those. Evil Reawakened. Sorcery. Return target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield with 2 additional +1/+1 counters on top of it. I do have some +1/+1 counters actually. I might get some more for when I actually start playing. Treno Dark City. This is a land town. This land enters tapped and then adds plus water or plus swap. I can't remember what the symbols are. I need to actually remember what they are. But yeah, that's cool. These should be a lot of the land cards now. Right. Oh, okay, so water is islands. There we go. So basic land, island. Look at the artwork. That's really cool. Another island one. These are all your basic lands. Another island one. Same one as before. And again. And again. Lot of islands. Lot of islands. And then I was right with the swamp one. That's cool. So basic land swamp. There you go. Quite dark. There's another one. There's another one. And then that repeated again. I really like. You have to love the artwork on these cards, man. Honestly, they put so much effort into this. I mean, all TCGs. I'm not trying to say that other TCGs don't. All of them do. Some TCGs I definitely prefer the artwork over others. Oh, we've got treasure artifact, token artifact, sacrifice this token and add 1 mana of any color. And these are the double-sided ones I was talking about. This token can be used to represent a copy of something else. That's quite cool. Robot Warrior, token artifact creature, Robot Warrior. Oh, and there you go, and then another copy card. There you go, and then oh, okay, so you get like a almost like a cheat sheet sort of thing. So when you're attacking, you can flip it that way. You must tap creatures to attack, and oh, okay, so tap is that's the tap sign. Okay, you can attack players or planeswalkers, but not other creatures. Oh, interesting. I didn't know that. You choose whether or not to block. Only untapped creatures can block. You don't have to tap creatures to block with them. There you go. There you go, and then it tells you your phases. So beginning phase, untap, turn the cards upright, draw, and then draw a card. First main phase, play a land, only one per turn, cast creatures and other spells. Combat, declare attackers. Your opponent declares blockers, combat damage is dealt. Second main phase, play a land if you haven't already, cast creatures and other spells. Ending phase, creatures heal, pass the turn. So at least you've got like a handy like guide you could just keep with you. Right, so to answer Doom20's question of if they're two different decks or two of the same decks, I'm going to assume they're two different ones, but it could be possible that they're two of the same. Let me get my trusty knife back out. Alright, don't need that anymore. Have a swig. Cool. Right, so this is going to be Cloud Planet's Champion. The Planet's Champion, I guess that's what they call it. So the first one I did was the Sephiroth deck. This is now the Cloud deck. There we go. So legendary creature, human soldier, mercenary. During your turn, as long as Cloud is equipped, it has double strike and indestructible. This creature deals both first strike and regular combat damage. Damage and effects that say don't destroy this creature. Equip abilities you activate that target cloud cost 2 less to. Sorry, equip abilities you activate that target cloud cost 2 less to activate. That's pretty cool. And there you go. So there's Cloud's card. So let's put that there. Yeah. So far I can just from a quick flick. Yeah. To answer the question, to answer Doom20's question, and also to be fair, my question as well. To be honest with you, it does both these decks are two different decks, which makes sense as well, I guess, because Sephiroth is like, you know, the evil character in XYZ, so maybe they're just geared more towards dark sort of stuff and whatnot. So I'm gonna put that in its respective deck box. Let's keep it out of the way for now. There you go. That's really cool. That's really nice. That's honestly really nice. You got the Magic Gathering logo up there. You got your Final Fantasy logo up there. Sephiroth on this one. Obviously Cloud on the other one. There you go. Don't know if that's going to focus at all. It might not. You'd hope it would. It just says, I think the illustrator and obviously the copyright stuff. But there you go. I like that. Nice and clean, nice and simple. You don't need any more than that. Cool. Let's go through the rest of Cloud's ones now. The two bottom cards were indeed sorry, is that from there? It's your cheat sheet sort of stuff, and then the join the community card as well. I'm trying not to rip this box now that I've closed it. So that is the front of that. No, that's the back. Cool. I will sleeve these cards. Don't get me wrong, I will sleeve them. Once I've actually made proper decks out of these, I will definitely sleeve them up. And go from there. Gonna put the player community card over there. Cool. Let me take one more swig and then we can carry on. Hope everyone likes my mouse mat, by the way. This is from Technically Stable. I might get another one for like builds and stuff like that, so it's like a plainer one sort of thing. But yeah, this is from Technically Stable, if anyone was wondering. And you can use custom mouse mats as well. Bruno did a custom mouse mat. It looks really cool. Right, Rosa, Resolute White Mage. Legendary creature. Human Noble Cleric. Reach. This creature can block creatures with flying. That's cool. At the beginning of combat, on your turn, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control. It gains lifelink until end of turn. Damage dealt by the creature can also causes you to gain that much life. That's really cool. Beatrix Loyal General. Legendary creature, Human Soldier. Vigilance. Attacking doesn't cause this creature to tap. That's cool. Oh yeah, that's what we had in a previous one as well, isn't it? At the beginning of combat on your turn, you may attach any number of equipment you control to target a creature you control. Okay, cool. That's cool. Lightning, Security Surger. And I do know some of these characters, but not well enough for me to say any sort of history and stuff like that, so I do apologize. But I'm sure everyone recognizes a lot of these characters. Legendary creature, Menace. This creature cannot be blocked except by 2 or more creatures. Whenever lightning deals combat damage to a player, exile the top card of your library. You may play that card for as long as you control lightning. Oh, that's cool. Judgment Bolt, instant. Judgment Bolt deals 5 damage to target creature and X damage to that creature's controller, where X is the number of equipment you control. That's cool. Am I here to even the odds? Any objections? Okay. Oh, I'm here to even the odds. Any objections? There we go. Cool. Ultima Weapon. Legendary artifact equipment. Whenever equipped creature attacks, destroy target creature an opponent controls. Equipped creature gets +7/+7 and equip 7. That's really cool. Adelbert Steiner. Legendary creature, Human Knight, lifelink. Adelbert Steiner gets +1/+1 for each equipment you control. It's quite cool. Cloudbound Moogle. Creature Moogle. Flying. When this creature enters, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature. Plane scaling 2, so 2 discard discards. 2 discard discards. Search your library for planes cards. Reveal it, put it in your hand, then shuffle. Get what? 2 of those? Yeah, 2 of those. Oh god, how do you say that? Coel? Creature, cat beast. 1 is that lands or plane lands? Or 1 planes. Tap target nonchalant creature. There you go. Dwarven Castle Guard. Creature, Dwarf Soldier. When this creature dies, create a 1/1 colorless hero creature token. Got a few of these, I think. Oh, is that 4 of them? Fate of the Suncrist. Instant. This spell costs 2 less to cast if it targets a tapped creature. Destroy target non-land permanent. There we go. Slash of Light. Instant. Slash of Light deals damage equal to the number of creatures you control plus the number of equipment you control to target creature. There you go. Right, white aura sight, I think that's how you say that. When this artifact enters, exile target non-land permanent and opponent controls until the artifact leaves the battlefield, and then tap and add a plane. I think that's a planes. I think that's what that is. Again, no real reason why keeping these still in order. It's just more like, I don't know, I like to keep it in the order that I got it in, I guess. White Mage's Staff. Artifact equipment. Job selects. When this equipment enters, create a 1/1 colorless hero token, then attach this to it. Equipped creature gets +1/+1, has whenever this creature attacks you gain 1 life, and is a cleric in addition to its other types. Equip 3 colon. Attached to target creature you control, equip only as a sorcery. There we go. The Crystal's Chosen. Sorcery. Create 4 1/1 colorless hero creature tokens, then put a +1/+1 counter on each creature you control. There you go. Dragoon's Lance. Artifact equipment. Job select. When this equipment enters, create a +1/+1 colorless hero creature token, then attach this to it. Equipped creature gets +1/+0 and is a knight in addition to its other types. During your turn, equipped creature has flying. That's pretty cool. Guy Bolg, equip 4. I hope I said that right. I don't know if I did. Gratia, legendary creature, cat archer, reach. The Allegan Eye. Whenever one or more other creatures and or artifacts you control die, draw a card. This ability triggers only once each turn. There you go. Item Shopkeep. Creature, human citizen. Whenever you attack, target attacking equipped creature gains menace until end of turn. It can't be blocked except by 2 or more creatures. That's what menace means in any circumstance. Item Shopkeep, we got what, 3 of those? Yeah, 3. Warrior's Sword. Artifact equipment. Job select. When this equipment enters, create a +1/+1 colorless, 1/1 colorless hero token and then attach it to it. Equipped creature gets +3/+2 and is a warrior in addition to its other types. Equip 5, so 5 attached to the target creature you control, equip only as a sorcery. There you go, you got 2 of those. Yeah, 2 of those. Suplex, sorcery, choose 1. You could either suplex deals 3 damage to target creature. If that creature would die this turn, exile it instead. Exile target artifact is the other one. Freya Ascent, legendary creature, Rat Knight. Jump, during your turn, Freya Crescent, sorry, not Ascent. Freya Crescent has flying. So tap adds oh god, what is that called again? Volcano, I think it is. I can't remember. Spends this mana only to cast an equipment spell or activate an equipped ability. Samurai's Katana, artifact equipment. Job selects. Well, we already know. Equipped creature gets +2/+2, has trample and haste, and is a samurai in addition to its other types. You got 2 of those. Barrett Wallace, what a legendary character. Reach, whenever Barrett Wallace attacks, it deals damage equal to the number of equipped creatures you control to defending player. Yeah. There you go. Rabinastre, Royal City. Again, I'm so sorry for the pronouncings of all these sort of things. This land enters taps. Oh, this is land. Okay, cool. Oh, land town. There we go. You got a couple of those. What's that? 5 of those. You got plains, so basic land plains. There we go. Another one. That looks like it's from Final Fantasy 13. Is this supposed to be 13? No, this is from Final Fantasy 15. Another one. Another the same. It does say at the bottom of this, by the way, FFXV. Or FXXII, which is 12, of course. If anyone rusty on their Roman numerals. A lot of planes. Oh my god. I might count what all these planes are. Mountain, not volcano. Mountain. Basic land mountain. Sorry, I'm going through these quite quickly. Cool. I'm sure there's probably a couple tokens at the back. Probably. Alright, you got hero token creature. Is there anything on the back of this? Another hero token creature. Another hero token creature. And the last hero token creature. And there we go. There we have it. And then, of course, your cheat sheet sort of thing. So there we have it. That is both of the decks in the starter decks of Final Fantasy Magic the Gathering collab. These are pretty cool. I really do like these. These are really cool. I really like them. I could take out the other one as well, so we could have a quick recap. Cool. Right. Yeah, these have been really cool. And then again, here's the cloud box. It's quite cool that it comes with these deck boxes. Of course, obviously, like most people do use their own deck boxes. I've got one from VOD and I've got one from my GameGenic as well. That's the ones I prefer to use, but you know. There we go. I can take out these decks again. So yeah, so just as in conclusion, no, it's not the same. It's not the two same decks. They are completely different, actually. I don't think I saw any cards that were the same. Maybe besides the basic lands, but that's going to be the same as others anyway. Like I said, you do get the Final Fantasy starter play guide with this as well, which is quite cool. I like that. So it tells you. So when it says, when I say +1/+1, for example, that adds to your that adds to this number basically. So the first number is your power, the second number is toughness. So attack, defense, that's another way of saying that. Then you have your mana cost, then you have your name, your type, your text box, expansion symbol. Oh, okay, cool. That's what those symbols are. There you go. Oh, this tells you your different mana types. I will do a quick recap of these cards again, just a very quick recap for anyone who's just tuning in. Like I said, these two decks are two completely different decks, two different starter decks. This will be going up straight to YouTube as well, by the way, if anyone wants to check out there. I would usually stream to YouTube, but for some reason it's messing up for me, so I thought let me just stream it on here first, and then I'll just port it straight over. There you go. So actually, you know what? Let's read this out. Why not? 5 colors, 5 playstyles, endless possibilities. Each of the 5 colors in Magic copyrighted represents a different philosophy and different playstyle. The color of the cards in your deck determines which type of land you'll use for resources, aka mana. So white gets the job done with teamwork and balance. The strongest that actually makes a lot of sense for Cloud's deck. The strongest defense color, white uses protection spells to keep your creatures safe from enemy attacks. Planes make white mana. Blue picks apart strategies and then crushes its opponents. Foresight is key to success when playing this color. It's strongest when played defensively, which means planning 2 or even 5 steps ahead. And islands make blue mana. Black seeks power no matter the cost. Black is where you find spooky creatures like vampires, demons, and wandering undead. It's also where you'll trade resources, sometimes even life, in order to destroy your opponent. Swamps make black matter. Red wants to win fast and win now. Red is played when an aggressive color that uses power, damage, and quickly play taxes to decimate opponents. Mountains make red mana. And finally, green. A great choice for beginners. Green is filled with nature's fiercest. I don't know what it is. Creatures. What am I trying to say? The bigger the better. Green plays with a force as unstoppable as nature itself. Animal lovers, this color's for you. Forests make green mana. There you go. If anyone wants to pause and actually read that instead of me butchering the reading. There you go. And this is obviously what it just says inside. This is what it comes with. So 2 reference cards, 1 for each deck. So like, you know, a friend could come round, you could have this starter deck and you could just play straight away, which is actually these starter decks, and you could just play straight away, which is quite cool. 2 deck boxes and 4 double-sided tokens, which per deck, that is, which we uncovered earlier. Then you've got your battlefields. Well, this is how everything's laid out. So you've got your library, which is a deck, your graveyard, your hand, which is how many cards you have in your hand, and that's your actual player where you play everything down. I'm not gonna read all of this, but I will put it on the screen, so if you want to pause it, you can. And again, if you're not bothered to seek it out online and stuff like that, I will probably watch a couple of videos and see what this sort of stuff looks like how it's played and everything else. This book does come with the starter deck stuff, in case you're wondering. Tapping and untapping. Tapping always means that's when it's untapped, that's when it's tapped. And it just means that it's used for that turn. That's what tapping means. And you might hear it as other things as well. I think it's usually said as tapping, but you might hear it as being used or whatever it is. Like other TCGs, like all TCGs have tapping and untapping in general. That's basically what it all is. Just keeping it on there so you can just pause it and have a read. Any creature that takes damage. Okay, cool. This will all be in. There you go. So that's what the cards look like, and that's explaining what each thing is, as I went through earlier. Trying to get this to focus. Come on. Can't get that to focus. Anyway, expansion. So expansion symbol. Oh, okay. Mythic rare, rare, uncommon, common. Oh, I didn't know that's. Oh, that's cool. So this is a mythic rare card then. That's really cool. I didn't know that's how you do your rarities and stuff like that. Parts of turn and all the rest of it. And then learn to play Magic and join the Magic community. So yeah. So that's it for these decks. Like I said, I will. Let me just do a quick recap now. I'm not gonna read out every card again. So I'll keep these two with them like that. There you go. There's your deck boxes. So once again, this is a Sephiroth deck. There you go. I'm just going to fan these out so you can kind of see them. Just to kind of give you a brief overlook again. I will sleeve these up if I'm going to play with them and then play with them properly. There you are. Cool. There we are. Just giving you a quick overlook, just so you can kind of see what sort of stuff is in this. And for anyone who may have missed, anyone who's interested and may have missed what sort of like lands it comes with, for example. So a lot of islands and a lot of swamps in this one. Cool. So that's Sephiroth's deck. And then we've got Cloud's deck. There's Cloud. There we go. Again, just giving you a quick overview so you can kind of see the different stuff that's in there. Got Barrett Wallace, of course. A lot of planes. A few mountains, a lot of mountains. Then you got your hero tokens. And yeah, that'll be it for this stream. Yeah, these decks are really cool. I can't wait to actually start playing with them actually. But till then, I think what I might do is I might put on the I'll put these on my Magic the Gathering Arena, which I actually still haven't set up just yet, but I put them on my Magic the Gathering Arena, and then we'll just have a look at them, really. You can probably see there, literally these boxes here. This is actually Flesh and Blood. So I will do a unboxing of those. I'll do an unboxing of these another day, maybe on like Monday or something. I got two decks here. I forgot that my camera is like changed now. I got 2 decks of Flesh and Blood over here. Actually, 2.5 if you want to put it that way. This one came free in from UK Gamescom that I went to in May. But I'll leave that for another stream. But just so you know, just a kind of a heads up, at least just for now, this is just kind of going in, like, you know, in the future and everything else, but so everyone knows. So these unboxings and things like that, they are going to slow down a little bit. I will still keep doing them, but it's just one of those things that it does cost like a decent amount of money and stuff like that, and it does put a bit of a dent in my savings, which is absolutely fine, because I actually enjoy collecting these, and I actually enjoy doing these sort of streams and doing these unboxings and seeing what we get and everything else. I really do enjoy them. But I do need to be a little bit just a little bit more conscious of incomes and outgoings. So for I think probably the next 3 or so weeks, maybe a month and a half at most, I will be slowing down a little bit on this. My next unboxing might not be for a little while, to be honest with you, but and again, this is just because of, like, you know, incomes and outgoings. I'm also, as you can see there's a fresh motherboard, a M.2 drive, and a fresh processor right there. I am building a new PC so I can upgrade my current one and probably use my current one as a streaming PC. I'll put it into a smaller case with a smaller motherboard and everything else. So again, these sort of things, obviously they do start to add up. So, and I do want to carry on doing it, but I need to obviously think about it properly and everything else. So either way, that's just a heads up. But never fear, I've got a Lego set to do there. That is my Piranha Plant set, and I've got 3 Gundams to build as well. One of which I think I'm going to do it with Melanin Gamers as well. So I've got 2 that I'm going to do my own, and one of them I'm going to do with Melanin Gamers. I might actually do an unboxing of my PC parts when I have all of them. I won't do a vid of me, a stream of me putting it together, purely because I'm upgrading this current PC, so I won't be able to do it anyway. But I will do a walk. I will walk through all the parts that I've got, and I can show everyone, and we could look at it like that and everything else, and why I picked it. And especially if anyone hasn't built a PC before, that'd be a good opportunity for you to see how, like, why I picked certain parts and what parts work with what and blah blah blah. I will still be playing games, of course. That's not going to stop. I will be playing Zelda later on today, and then Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 and 4 Foundry demo today as well. I'll be doing that later on, so stay tuned. In the next couple of hours I'll be back doing, I think I'll probably do Tony Hawk's first and then Zelda, but I'll see. My friend Bruno wants to tune in, so I'm gonna see when she's free, and then we'll go from there. Till then, I hope everyone has a wonderful rest of your Saturday. Please tune in again if you are free later on. Again, I'll probably be on maybe like 7-8 o'clock, maybe more 8 o'clock ish. And we'll go from there basically. And it'll just be on Twitch for now. I'm gonna sort out everything with YouTube and all the rest of it, but they will be going straight to YouTube afterwards. Anyway, that's enough rambling for me. Thank you very much for joining me. Once again, Final Fantasy starter deck unboxing. Sorry, not on opening. These are really cool. I really like these deck boxes as well. Even as a temporary thing, I really like these deck boxes. Really cool, really lovely. Till next time, I'll see you soon. Peace out. Oh, before I go, actually, thank you so much to Doom Prinny for tuning in, and please don't forget our the Melanin Gamers charity. I've just put a link up. Oh, well, you can see it on the screen as well. But please don't forget about that. Every little helps. It does go to a really good cause. It goes to helping to help end the digital skills gap amongst underrepresented youth. With your help, we could equip young people with the tools to thrive in the gaming and wider tech industries through industry-led training, mentorship, and advocacy. We've got 30 days left of that, so you've got a month left on that. Please do, if you can donate, please do. If you can't, that's absolutely fine. Please at least share the link, if nothing else. It does help, and it's definitely something I would love to have had when I was a kid as well. Trying to get into gaming and tech and whatnot. So it is a really good cause. It's really something that could help a lot of people get into the community. So please do help out with that if you can. And again, if not, please do share it. Anyway, that's enough for me. I'll see you in probably 2 hours. I'm gonna say 2 hours. Don't quote me on that too much, but I'll say 2 hours. All right, see you in a bit.